Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rahima Bibi and today this is another faceless video. But today I'm just going to be painting. I feel like I've done so many faceless videos, but that's not the point. Anyways, today we are painting like backgrounds kind of for Miriam's feet. In case you guys don't understand, like you know how when your baby is first born, they get their like footprints inked and like put on like whatever they put it on. I'm not sure what it's called, but we didn't do that with Miriam. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it ourselves, kind of, not really. But I'm using purple and pink to kind of make like a pastel. Like I kept messing it up because I wanted it to be like more pastel-y, and then I also wanted it to be like the perfect blend, and it was not working because the light purple looked like the dark pink, and I was like, oh my god, this isn't working how I had imagined it. It has been like such a week. I've been like procrastinating again. I was just like so tired and I didn't feel like video editing. And when I saw this video was 6 minutes, I was like, oh my god, I do not want to. And I tried to cut out as many parts as I could, but I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be choppy. Let me not do that. I managed to get it from like 27 minutes to 6 minutes, so I'm pretty proud. And it's not that I didn't want to edit, it was just like I was so unmotivated. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to talk for so long. Anyways, that was a very simple background. Here's me actually painting. I was like, I can't just paint a background and then be like, oh, that's the end of the video. And everyone's gonna be like, are you serious? So I decided to take it a little further and paint. This is like my first time using watercolors. So please, please, please do not judge me because I do not know what I'm doing. But if you have advice, just go ahead and like put it in the comments or something, and I will look at it. A lot of people say like watch videos and stuff, but I don't really like doing that. I mean, I prefer to like paint kind of like my own stylish. I don't know. I'd say the main reason it took me so long to paint is because I kept messing around. And like one thing about watercolor is like you can't like paint like the entire background and then go ahead with another color. Like you have to wait for the background to dry. And like I don't know, maybe I'm impatient, but like I hate waiting for paint to dry. I mean, you should really wait for all types of paint, but like it's like less likely to blur because watercolor is like water, and like I don't know what people use in the canvas. I saw people use like I can't remember what it's called, but they've like put it on the canvas before and it helps the watercolor stick a lot better. But like with me, a problem I had is like I over dip in the water. At first, actually, I was going for like a sunset by like the beach, and then I was like, this kind of reminds me of like those yellow trees. So then I turned it into a tree. And I was like, this tree looks so wonky. And I actually cut off the camera because I got so tired of painting. I was like, this is not going how I want it to be. I'm just gonna stop. And I got bored and I sat down and I was messing around, and then it turned awesome and I was like, oh my god, I didn't record any of this. Ugh. And like midway I was like, I should turn the camera back on, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna fully dedicate myself to sitting down and painting. I'm just gonna go do this and do this. And guess what I ended up doing? I ended up sitting down and painting without recording. Like, why didn't I just put the camera on? But it's whatever. Also, I was really tense while painting. I was like, I have to make sure like the framing is perfect because I tend to like in a lot of videos when I'm enjoying myself and stuff, like the camera becomes like off-centered or like the picture frame comes out of frame or something, and I'm just like, I can't see anything. And I'm like, okay, I really messed up and I have to do this again. And I don't necessarily want to do this again, but this will be like technically my second time ever painting with this watercolor palette. I actually got it for my birthday last year, but this is like my second time using it. Honestly, I'm kind of getting into the flow with editing again. I don't know, I think the reason I procrastinate so much is because I'm scared I'm scared of like failure. I don't really want to fail. And I know editing isn't scary, but sometimes I take a break and then it doesn't work. I actually dropped my camera and I was like, that would be a good transaction, but I'm not trying to do a transaction. I'm trying to do like I'm painting video. And I ended up blurring the roots with my finger for some reason. I don't know. That's why my hands are always dirty when I paint. I decided to just use my fingers. Also, I was filming this probably at like 8, 9 o'clock maybe, and I was like tired. And I was like, okay, we're just gonna contour the tree. I'm like, wait a minute, no contour. Honestly, I forget like how much I really and truly love painting and stuff. But like it's so fun to just like take the chance and paint all over again. Here it looked like the little circle tree blob fluffy things from the Lorax. And I was like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. I know that was probably like the fakest laugh ever, but I'm really tired and I can't really find a real laugh. But yeah, I also use like this fan brush to make the leaves. I don't think I have a video of me making the leaves, but I make the leaves exactly how I make the grass. And that's like the 28th time I've dropped my camera. And I do not know what was going on. I was trying to get it to dry faster. Instead of turning on the fan like a normal person, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to use my finger to try and absorb the water. And I was like, okay, that did not work. But for the grass, I kind of just like used the fan brush and like lightly made little strokes. I have a tendency to paint on myself while I wait for my paint to dry. I would not recommend this. Like, paint is like toxic, but like still I do it. I don't know why. I think it's because I still need supervision when painting, but that's okay. Anyways, watercolor looks so nice on your skin. Like, I had red and I was painting on my hand. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. And I was like painting on my fingernails and it looked kind of chalky when it dried, but it washed off. Only thing was, it made me look like my cuticles were like dying. Now that I'm actually editing the video and I was looking at the painting and I was like, oh my god, at first I did not think I did that much detail. But then I'm looking at like the picture at the end and I'm like, okay, I kind of did a lot off the camera. And now the first picture is the one we did the light pink and purple background to. And here's the tree. I know it's a lot of detail. Sadly, this brings us to the end of the video. Here's another foot painting I did. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!